Okay, JJ back here. This is a follow-up to the dream, the precognitive dream, the informational dream I had June of 2018, which really told me where we as citizens are of this country. We own nothing. The government owns it all and they take care of it all, and we can just use little pieces of it, crumbs of it. That came through very, very clearly, and we're too busy entertaining ourselves and distracting ourselves. And I know Trump is one of the biggest entertainment shows in the country right now, but it's not helping us spending all of that time with our noses up his ass in what he's going to do or not do, loving him or hating him. We have to do the work ourselves. I'm a big Edgar Cayce fan. I've studied so to segue into that, I want to give you a couple of Edgar Cayce readings where it is our responsibility to fix our country. And we have to do stuff. We can't just sit on our asses and pray. We need to do stuff. Let me, in order to evolve as humans, as humanity. No one's going to do that for us. We, again, have to do it. We have to grow up and stop being little babies and whining. We have to be adults and do our work. So this is a reading where Cayce is asked about a new root race that will be evolving with humanity. And I'm making this video because my dream of June of 2018 and what's happening right now as of August of 2020 in the United States is very significant. We are in a position where we are having to make a choice. We have the diaper face cultists and the free face cultists. Diaper faces and free faces. Who's going to win? Well, I have my bet on one of them and not the other, but this is where the new root race probably was alluded to, and we have a choice. Two always means you make one choice or the other. You come to a fork in the road, you make one choice or the other. Which path will you make? It is your decision. It is your consciousness. So let's read this from the Edgar Cayce readings. Edgar Cayce information suggests that humanity's consciousness, and it is all about consciousness, what decision will you make? What is your consciousness decision? That humanity's consciousness has evolved and expanded over time. Cayce stated that this expansion of consciousness could be viewed throughout the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation. So that's another level of understanding. Just like dreams have many levels of interpretation and understanding, so does the Bible. It's multi-layered, just like everything is. It's not as simple as we would like it to be. That's a childish view, that simplicity. From the readings perspective, the next great evolution would be tied to the development of what Cayce termed, quote, the fifth root race, unquote. An evolutionary occurrence, can I scroll? Yes. An evolutionary occurrence that would mark a new age and a new understanding of humanity's relationship to God. And let me read to you some excerpts from the Cayce readings. When a 52-year-old construction engineer asked about this expanding consciousness in 1942, you know, Edgar Cayce gave readings to individuals on a private basis. Cayce commented that each individual had to essentially work with personal soul development in order to resonate to that new consciousness. It's not going to be handed to us on an ice cream cone. I wish it was. Quote, you expect a new root race, says Cayce. What are you doing to prepare for it? You must prepare food for their bodies as well as their minds and their spiritual development. We must do that for them, and this is my own annotation, and we must do it for ourselves because we are channels that bring in new souls into this material earth plane, and we give them flesh bodies so they can manifest and act out. And that was Cayce reading 470-35. Another excerpt from a reading. 10 years earlier, during a reading on the Great Pyramid in Egypt. Cayce loved Egypt because he was a ruler there in Egypt during one of his lifetimes. And by the way, probably most of us were also had an incarnation life in Egypt. So Cayce suggested that an ancient hall of records would be discovered at a time signifying the manifestation of this new level of consciousness. It's called the Hall of Records in Egypt. Now, I know the Egyptian government has been preventing archaeologists and others from digging up things such as the Hall of Record, but I suspect that there has been some discoveries along the lines of the Hall of Records. And from other prophetic dreams I've heard posted recently this month in August of 2020 on YouTube, the downloads to other people are being given this information of a great new change happening, probably hitting in 2021. I mean, that's when we really hit a milestone of coming close to something like this. But man, you guys, we have so much more work to do on ourselves, and doing what we have done for the previous decades doesn't work anymore. It is falling away, and it's uncomfortable, isn't it? It's scary, it's violent, it's nasty, but we have come to that crossroads. We are in 2020, the year of what choice of consciousness will you make? And the rest, we'll see what happens, because we do create as we go. So I wanted to put those Cayce readings in front of you for your consideration of developing our humanity so we can bring in this fifth new evolved race of ourselves. So much luck to us. Say your prayers. We need them. That's what will save us. Prayers and activity. You can't just sit on your ass and pray. You also have to act in groups. Okay, so this is JJ, another little update. So good to see you again. Please like, and we'll keep her coming for you, and we'll be talking to you later. This is JJ, Paranormal Talks. Bye.